Welcome to Saturday Night Roasting, a product of the Roadrunner Swirl to Investment Network. Hope you enjoy. Let's get to the roasting. All right. Welcome, everybody, to tonight's roasting. Okay. Um, Tonight, I'm going to be roasting Dusty Dickens, our Lusty Dickens, both Dusty, Lusty Dickens. All right. And here's his photo. You've seen him before. He's a beta dumpling peak boy. Tonight, he's going to be introduced in the beta dumpling gang. You know, he's a beta dumpling peak boy from the Peak with Peak organization that he co-founded recently. And he has won, ladies and gentlemen. He is our newest member to the Beta Dumpling Boys. Okay. And let me tell you, he's more beta and dusty than anyone I've nominated so far. Okay. Hands down. This dude won. So if you're listening to me, Vince, Mike, whatever your name is, you won. You won again. You always talk about winning. Congratulations. Uh, you know, and I just want to say, look, this dude needs to be recalled. Houston, we have a problem. There's you know, something floating in the air, some beta dust, claims to be a white man, but all I see is white trash. But I guess Arabic is white. Okay. Looks like Arab. That's what a Arabic dude looks like. And he's on his magic carpet. And nothing wrong with being Arabic. Okay. I got nothing against. Look, I don't think people are superior to others. We're just people. But embrace who you are. Okay. Beta Dumpling Peak Boy, please. Okay. I'm going to show you a picture of a white man. Okay. All right. And this is what one looks like in the cartoon form. Okay. That's Roadrunner sitting at my desk, petting the cat, but you don't see me. Yeah, he's off white. Yeah. This guy is European white, European descent. Uh, and then my DNA has of course English, Irish, Scottish, Swedish, German, French, um, Netherlands, Wales. You know what I mean? So there's a mixture of European. Okay. This dude here, he might have some European mix, but looks more Arabic or maybe Eastern European with some Arabic mix, but that's okay. And it just seems so crazy that he would go and tell you he's a white man every 2 minutes. I always found that odd. And, I never really looked at it that way because let me tell you guys, white people in these days, they just look at our skin tone and say, yeah, you're white. And you might be Middle Eastern, and they say, yeah, you're white because you got fair skin. Okay. Where back in the day, they classified Europeans as white. Okay. But no problem with that. It's just kind of weird. He just says it every 2 minutes. It's kind of funny. He was checking me because every time I did my show, I would explain that I was in an interracial marriage, and married to a black woman. And I do that so new people understand what my channel's about, right? And so they would know. And well, what he does is, so people know he's white, he'll tell you. Okay. And he takes pride in being white, which he's, Arabic white, I guess. That's okay. But you know, he hides himself. He sits behind an avatar, which look, I know people that do because of job reasons, but we already know what the dude looks like. Okay. Um, he this guy has, let me get his picture back up here. Okay, he also looks like this. Okay. Now he's like in crying mode. He's bitching and complaining. He's probably pissed off at the women because people are making videos about him, talking about him. And if you're on his panel and you don't say the right thing, he will cuss you out. He'll curse you out. He'll dig in your butt until you agree with him. Okay. And, and to set the story straight, guys, and I want to be honest, okay? When things went left, when he was in our circle, okay, I seen some warning signs. I seen some things that I didn't like. Um, he went on a divestment channel, okay, and they really didn't want him there, but it's a woman's channel, so I thought maybe he'd get his feelings hurt and then get over it. That's usually what men do. We might be, hurt feelings, but hey, we're men. Okay, whatever. It's a woman's channel. We got to respect that, right? So he got upset, and I tried talking to him like, dude, it's a woman's channel. Look, the panel's all women. That's what they want, and he couldn't take it that they didn't roll out the red carpet and say, hey, dude, they didn't get all excited because a white man showed up, that a white Arabic dude rolled up and they didn't roll out the carpet, So that created a problem. And look, I'm not the one, I don't go in on divestment channels. I look at divestment as an ally. Okay. And they've never done me wrong, so I wouldn't go and join the fight because he got his feelings hurt. Okay. And the lie he tells is that I encouraged it and then turned on him and this crazy stuff. No, that's not what happened. Okay. I told him not to. And I said I didn't want to be a part of it. But, that don't matter. If you don't get in line with him, he cut you off. Okay. Which I wanted to be cut off because I seen too many red flags. He would over sexualize black women. And the guy didn't really have no empathy or compassion. It's like he would get pissed off if a black woman opened up. So that's too many red flags. Okay. So I had to cut ties, and I tried to warn people, and people took it as like I was doing him wrong. And, he played the victim, and, he whined and bitched and complained to the people on his panel, on his channel that he got from me, that I helped him build. And, a number of them, took his side and just believed his story without even asking me what happened, without getting my side of the story. And I was like, well, okay, I'll take the L. I shouldn't have brought him in here, but I didn't know. Okay.
And Brent, I'm sorry, I wanted to cut you off real quick. And like I said, I want to make this very clear. Be very careful with who you work with on YouTube, because it seems like there's a lot of setting up going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, people are getting together on YouTube, working together, and then it's like, you know, it just kind of looks bad at this point.
Yeah. Yeah, and it does look bad in our space, and we have to recall that dude. He's not look, and with his arrogance, he believed that he was, like the savior to black women. Okay. And he believed, and if when his numbers were growing and his channel was moving fast, right? And like I said, I just let it go. I took the L. I said, okay, it was my fault because I didn't cut ties when I knew I should have. I tried to, tried to fix the situation. And, but when all those red flags come in, I had to cut ties because I couldn't be part of that. I couldn't be a man of faith while he's doing what he's doing and attack divestors, which they're our ally, so it didn't make sense to me. And it was all over his ego. And, some people left me. Some people left my channel, gave me the finger on the way out. And, and I guess it was because he had that voice, he, was full of piss and vinegar, and people were like, oh yeah, we're going with him. He's going to get stuff done. And, well, he did get stuff done. Okay. Created a Discord, more like a porn cord, and he was exposed. Okay. Now this is allegedly, but it don't look good. Okay. And look, I knew something was going to happen like this. I didn't know at this level. I'm shocked. And I wanted to set the story straight because people took it like and it don't make sense. Why would I build him up to tear him down? And I tried to bow out gracefully. I tried to, turn the other cheek and just let it go because I didn't want to hurt our space. You know what I'm saying? When we promote interracial relationships, I didn't want to hurt that. So I kind of, went my way, and I thought he was going to go his way, but always going in and attacking me around his people, always telling them to unsubscribe and trying to, take what I had built. And the thing of it is, it just what hurts most about it is not what he did, but the people that I had love and respect for, that I treated with respect, that they could turn on me, give me the finger, and bounce. Okay. And that don't feel good, but it is what it is. You get to see people's character, don't even get the other side of the story. But when you chase a shiny object and it's got that voice, look, I get it, and they probably look at me, okay, that's a middle-aged man that's married. That was his day. We're in our day. But still, people could have went both places. And that's what I tried to get it. Like, look, you go where you want. And, I'm not going to tell you where to go, where not to go. That's not my business. That's yours. But so much was put on to me like I was some villain, and he played the victim well in the beginning. Now, as time went on, he got exposed. That victim playing game didn't work so well. Okay. And now he's caught in his feelings. And talking to some people that were over there, some said that they believed in his message, that the porn and all that stuff going on over there, they just ignored it. And thought that, we just got to let things go to get the message out. And this thing of black femicide, I've had people say, well, you never talk about black femicide. You don't care. He talks about it all the time, but has not done nothing. Printed out flyers, didn't get them passed out because he didn't reach 1,000. And then, but hey, when you worship somebody, That's the things that happen. You let stuff go. Um, you know, and that's what's going on. And it's sad. And right now I'm hearing all kinds of stuff. I can't confirm or deny what's going on. But the stuff that's happening that I'm being told, it's pretty horrible. Okay. Now, like I said, I'm not over there. I don't know, but something ain't right. Something's a little off. Okay. And someone like that wants to take over. He don't want to be part of the community. He wants to be the dictator of the community. And with his ego, he came in and says, well, when his goodbye speech or whatever, his goodbye video, said that, if another white man comes in and takes his place. Well, first of all, we want him gone. We don't want nobody taking his place. We don't need no more dust. We don't need no more donut dusties. Okay. Too much white powder all over the place. We don't want that. Okay. We don't want somebody trying to take over divestment and trying to take over.
And Brent, I just want to say this. I'm sorry to cut you off. We know the people that are, trying to orchestrate things. Some of us are helping people outside of here with personal things or situations they're going through. Please don't share that online or in personal chats.
Yeah. We got to be careful who we share stuff with, because, just like he was exposed, people can expose your conversation. Okay. Now in Discord, I do have a Discord. I never worried about who was there because I wasn't doing nothing crazy. There was never no pornography, nothing inappropriate. So, they could take pictures of me saying, hey, how's it going? How's your day? Swirl to investment. That's all they're going to get. But over there's some shady stuff going on. And my thing is this dude should have been called out long ago. Okay. And it's my fault too. I should have, went harder in on this. I didn't think he'd take it that far. We got to be careful who we let in our spaces. Okay. We do not need some white guy coming in, trying to take over divestment. That ain't going to work. First of all, second of all, that's an ally. Okay. And I would say to any white men, you don't go over to divestment channels and try to roll up. If they invite you, you show up. If you want to talk to them, you email. Okay. I've never went over to a divestment channel and tried to roll up on nobody. The times I went is when I was invited. And I went on, came down and showed my respect and bounced. Okay. Because they can see people coming in and trying to build off their platform. And probably the reason they didn't let him up because they could see him coming. They could see he's trying to use the work they put in to build his own. Kind of like what he did to me. Use my resources, my help. And then when I wouldn't go in with him to attack a divestment channel, then there was a problem. Okay. Narcissist, they got to have it their way. They're never wrong. It's always everybody else's fault. And if you don't toe the line, he will scream at you. We've seen those videos where he just went off on his supporters. And that's pretty depressing because these women showed him love. They believed in him. And he just dogged them out like no tomorrow. And to me, that's unacceptable. I'm not going to ever scream at somebody. I might yell if you cuss me out, but just because you have an opinion that don't agree with mine, and that's what was happening. His numbers were not going the way he wanted. Divestors were giving him the boot because they didn't want to deal with him. Okay. You know, if you're doing what you're supposed to, usually what'll happen, um, you know, you could go on somebody's comment section. I've been on people's comment section. Um, Sometimes they might show up and say, "Hey, can I come up or can you come to my channel?" Okay. But I've had divestment channels. I had a couple of them that said, "Hey, this is a woman's space." And you know what? And I was just in the chat. I wasn't trying to come on the panel. And I said, "Okay, no problem. Um, you know, thank you. I like what you're doing." And I bounced. No problems. Right? Because a lot of these divested channels, they relate to women and their issues. Just because you're a white man and they might date or be married to a white man don't mean they're going just openly accept you. Okay. And this thing, and I think he's got some kind of white man complex where he believes that people should just roll over and give him privilege, and especially black women. And I think that's where he's so confused and messed up in the head, because these women didn't bow down to him.
And I
Okay.
wanted to say something real quick, Brent. And
Yes.
he did say that he grew up in the black community. And I'm hearing a lot of these white men or non-black men say that, or around black men. And I'm noticing a pattern. Um, I don't know if you do or not, but you tell me.
Well, it's kind of funny because he's kind of acting like a Dusty. I mean, and he is a Dusty. He's a white Dusty. It's weird. It's like he's going into red pill mode all of a sudden, talking about 50-50 and you know, complaining about men acting like gentlemen. Like, what the hell? I mean, it's weird. It's like he wants to be taken care of by black women. And you know that there is something going on like that. Maybe the ideology that dusty black men have rubs off on white men, and you create the powdered dusty donut, in which that's what he is. And yeah, I see a pattern. And you know, you grow up around a certain ideology, you're going to end up being like that. Um, you know, and he found a way he can exploit black women. Um, you know, and he won't show his face, he'll just show the avatar. It's crazy. You know, he wants to talk about how I look, but hey, cam up and we'll do a vote. I mean, and look, I got what? He's in his 30s. I'm almost 60s. I mean, 20, at least 25 years on this dude, right? Um, you know, when I was his age, I already had 3 kids, had you know, already 2 combat tours, and you know, I was already doing things. This dude, I think he just sits in his underwear on Discord. I I, I mean, I don't know where he gets the time and energy to be on Discord and staying up late. From what I'm hearing, allegedly, watching YouTube and seeing what people are saying. Um, you know, but look, I had to cut ties. This guy's no good. All right. He look, he don't love black women. He lusts after black women, but there's no love there. There's no compassion. You can just see it. You know, some women would come up and I'd watch it. And one woman one time was like, you know, hey, I dealt with this when I was younger, and talking about, you know, the trauma. And every time it seems like he's so irritated, like, okay, like you don't want to freaking hear it. And then one going off and say, well, I didn't do that to you. White people didn't, other white people didn't do that. And just like, and it's weird. It's like, dude, she's trying to let you know what she's been through. You know, and that's the thing. If you're going to deal with black women, white men, non-black men, you need to listen to black women. If you don't have empathy and compassion for a black woman, leave her alone, because you're only going to be a problem. You're just going to be another dusty idiot And look, black women have been taken advantage of and been exploited too much already. Um, and black women, you got away from the black Dusty, what, to come to a white Dusty? And that's the thing. Don't be, don't be all excited because of the voice and the motivation he might have. Get to know who you're dealing with, because you could be dealing with a monster. You could be dealing with somebody that's going to exploit you, going to take advantage of you. And ladies, never under any circumstances give a man a photo of yourself, especially nudes. Okay? Allegedly, that happened over there. Allegedly, women are worried, being exposed. Do not do that, ladies. I mean, and look, I get it. It was motivating when he talked. Me and Pro thought, man, this guy's going to be good. He says what he thinks, and he gets in and goes at it. That sounded real good. It looked great. And look, we had plans in the beginning where we were going to catapult this dude into the lead and let him lead and ride his coattails, and we were all going to be successful in this YouTube. But he's not a team player. He can't take being the main guy, and he don't want to have other white men there. He wants to be the only one. I mean, the beta dudes over at his channel, yeah, that he could, control, that's fine, but no other content creator, and we can't do that. It's not about white men in this space. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about black women. It is. Me and my channel, I'm a small piece of the puzzle. It can't be about me, because then it defeats the purpose. And dudes like that don't get it. And that's where you get the dusty donut, the powdered donut. It's all about them. They want to be worshiped. They want to be given everything. Jim Jones, yeah, it's almost like that. Okay? I'm not saying he's the same guy, okay? Jim Jones was, yeah. But a lot of same characteristics. Controlling what people say. Having women come up on his panel and speak for him on that goofy live they had, where they're trying to explain, the exposure, the what did he say? The freaking rumors and misinformation, whatever. Everybody had a scripted thing they were supposed to say, and you could tell it's controlled. And it's funny because he had his, attack mules going in on me, trying to make me feel bad, weight shaming, saying I look like the refrigerator. I mean, really, William Perry of the Chicago Bears? I mean, it's just so funny. It's silly. But that's what they do. That's what cult leaders do. Narcissists. They control everything, and they'll put you to work. You go over to that channel, you're going to have a job. Okay, you get in that Discord, I'm telling you. If you're not going in doing work, you're going to get cursed out. You have a job. It's like being treated like employees. You can just tell, and I don't even have to be there to see that. But look, he said one time, he said, and he was going in on me. He says, call me passive. And he says, you know what? We don't need a Mr. Rogers. No, but we do need a Mr. Roadrunner. You need somebody with compassion. You need someone that has a heart and soul, somebody that cares for black women, that's not going to use black women. You do need that. What we don't need, I'm going to tell you what we don't need. We don't need no hobbit horny toad going over exploiting black women. And that's what he is, a hobbit horny toad. I mean, we don't need that. That's not leadership. That's fulfilling your lust. And let me tell you, ladies, when somebody tells you they're going to do something, they don't do it. What has he done for black femicide? Because a number of you want to send me an email and say he's doing great things. What? Sounds to me he's got too much time in his hands looking at nude photos. I'm just saying, allegedly. Heck, his behavior could actually increase black femicide. You know, that's not a leader. That's a dictator. He don't love you. He lusts after you. Does he know anything about black women, their accomplishments? Does he know their names besides porn stars that he looks up to? Does he know professional black women that have done things for this country, that have contributed? I bet he don't know who Katherine Johnson is. I bet he don't. But I tell you, a black woman porn star, he probably knows all their names. You know, that hobbit horny toad, he needs to stay where he's at. He needs to take his white trash ass out of our space and leave. Stay over and look, Dusty Dickens, Vince, Mike, whatever your name is. Take your beta ass back to the Beta Buck trailer park where you belong. Keep that trash over there. We don't need you. We don't want you over here. And I'm being nice. You need to get out. Leave these black women alone. If you're doing stuff that's not right, stop it. Black women are a treasure. Black women are amazing. Quit using them for your own gratification, for your own lust. Cut it out. And ladies, don't fall for that voice and that hype. And definitely do not send photos. Don't even send nice photos of a nice outfit that you look cute in. Don't even send that. Especially don't show your body. You don't know how many creepy weirdos have looked at those photos. And don't think because you're on a Patreon or a Discord that it's safe. It's not. Okay? We live in glass houses on YouTube. Okay? Be careful. And not just the content creators, those of you that go into these channels, be careful.
Yes, be careful with who you help, who you talk to, and stuff like that. Be very, very, very careful. Because it seems like we're figuring that out now. So it seems like people are coming over here just to make us look bad.
Yeah. And they will do that. You know, and with this dusty horny toad over there, he hasn't helped nothing at all. It's really not a good look, and we have to recall this dude. Okay? And these are the dudes over on his channel over there. This is what they look like. They're creepy. Okay? Let me show you. Okay? They're messed up, creepy, lustful, you know, not the best of society. Creepy dusty Chad flakes. Very creepy. Practice poor hygiene. They're attracted to black women, but very lustful. Fetishizers. They only see you as a sex object. Okay? They don't love you. They lust after you. Great deceiver. Makes you think that he's got a heart of gold, but has an ass full of dust. Okay? And if you squeeze him, that white powder comes out his ass. That's the creepy dusty chads. Okay, that's that hobbit horny toad over there. Okay, wherever he goes, he leaves a trail of dust. Lurks around black women. Okay, he lurks around black women's spaces. He studies you. He lurks. He tries to figure out, and he tries to exploit you. Okay, ladies, find a man who loves you, an investor. Okay, someone that's invested in you, that cares more about you than themselves, not a beta king. Okay, and that's the white beta kings too, right? But these are the dudes over at his channel. That's what they look like. They're creepy. Okay, maybe not all. Maybe some are just innocently subscribed and watch his videos. Okay, and these are the different types. 3 types of white men that date you, black women. You need to watch out for these dudes. This 3 Brad circus here. Okay, you got the donut dusty. Okay, he's about the party, the good time, the lust. Okay, the fence riding swirler. Okay, you don't know about him. He could go either way. Okay, he could be corrupt, but he could be innocent too. He's just dating women. Okay, he might. And then you got the investor. The investor's all in. He loves black women and he loves them more than himself. He's investing in them. He's investing his heart, his soul, his love, and yeah, his resources, his wealth in the black woman. The investor's what you want, ladies. Okay? The dusty donut, that's the one that's going to use you up. That's the one that's going to lust after you. That's the one that's going to pump and dump you. Okay? Be careful, ladies. All right? I know I'm kind of doing like showing you some slides I showed you before. And but I wanted to get this out. And I want to make it clear. Okay? Me and Dusty Dickens are not buddies. Okay? We're not in anything together. I can't stand him. He can't stand me. All right? You know, I think he's a creepy bastard. All right? I've thought that for a long time. And when I broke contact, I did it very subtle. Because I didn't want to create a long-lasting beef within our community. But I have to let you know so we're not connected with that mess over there. Okay? I don't believe in over-sexualizing black women. I don't believe in showing naked photos and all that stuff. So I have to distance myself. And I don't believe in male worship, okay? Black, white, or whatever. Ladies, don't get in that worshiping mode. Black women, I learned something about you, black women. Okay, I always thought, man, black women are so race loyal. No, black women are love loyal. Okay, if black women love you, they will do anything for you. And many times they do too much, especially for these dusty weirdos. These horny toads over there. Don't let little things go. Yeah, I'm not a matchmaker. I'm not. But I can give you advice on, my experiences. I could tell you how me and my wife made it work. I could tell you some of the things I do to keep myself right and loyal to my wife. Okay, I can share that with you. I can give you advice on how to do the right thing. Okay? But what works for me might not work for you. You know. But the thing of it is, don't trust any dude on YouTube, ladies. I don't care how nice he is to you, how sweet. Don't trust him. Because you don't know who you're dealing with. I mean, you can follow people, you like their message, that's great. Okay? Just do not get caught up into doing something you're going to regret later. Okay? I mean, don't expose yourself because it's not safe. And you know what? People have been known to sell pictures on the dark web. Okay? Not saying that's happening, but it could. If nothing else, who else is looking at you? You might get exposed, and guess what? Everybody sees it. Or the dusty idiot that you gave the photos to might be showing it to his creepy friends. So be careful, ladies. Put yourself first. Okay? Don't worship men. Okay? You find a good man, love him, be supportive, but no worship. Okay? Men are just men. And guys don't worship women either. Love them, take care of them, respect them, but you know, we only worship God. And do not excuse other things for the message. If a few things are wrong, they're all wrong. Don't be dusty, ladies. Yes. Okay? And look, hey, I'm all about forgiveness, right? I'm not going to hold no grudges. Um, I know when, and you remember this, Pro, when I cut ties, there was a couple lives where people were going in saying horrible things and giving me the finger on the way out.
Absolutely, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. And it was pretty it was mean, right? But okay. Um, but I don't hold a grudge to that. Whatever. Things happen, I forgive. All right. I'm not going to sit here, because words can't do nothing. Okay. It's not the women that's the problem anyway. It's the dusty, horny toad over there. He's the problem. Okay. And how he can get women to turn that quick is crazy. Okay. But hey, it is what it is. They bought off into his sob story, his victimhood. And if you listen to him, when he did his final goodbye or whatever, he's not going nowhere. He's just trying to find a way to get back, looking for a way to get back at people. But everything that happened to him is his fault, nobody else's. And yeah, that's right. Do what you're supposed to do. Okay. Um, you know, but ladies, don't put yourself out there. Too many women have put themselves out there for some guy that they don't even know what he looks like. Okay. That's scary in itself. And I understand the voice. People could sound attractive. Okay. I remember in high school, okay, in town, they had some dance downtown, and the lady from the radio station, her name was Roxy, and her voice she sounded so fine it wasn't even funny. But when me and my friends finally saw her, she wasn't that fine. Okay. The voice didn't match. You know what I'm saying? So don't get caught up with that. And anyway, don't follow someone because they're just good looking or whatever. Okay. Um, and it scares me. This stuff happened with our dusty horny toad over there. What if this guy looked like a young Brad Pitt? What if this guy was something like that, a very attractive white guy? What could he have done to these women? What more damage could he have done? Think about that.
And thank you for saying that, Brent, because a lot of damage have been done. If we want to look throughout history and what we're finding out right now, about things that we were told, I think that people can say, I don't know what people could say right now.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And look, this guy, he's not stupid, okay? He knows how to manipulate people. He studies you, okay? He knows how to get under my skin. He knows if he sends black women over to tell me some hateful things, that will hurt me. And I'll be honest, it does. Um, and especially the ladies that used to be on my channel that, I used to talk to. We had a good relationship. We had good things going on, and we had a good friendship. And to have them turn, yeah, that does hurt. I am sensitive in that area. Yes, I do have a lot of love for black women. So he knows how to get to me in that way. Oh yeah. Because he studies me. He knows what I'm talking about. He knows where my heart is. Even though his heart ain't where mine is, he studies. That's what narcissists do. They study your behavior and they hit you with your weaknesses, sort of say. Okay? And what would be my weakness? Where would my heart be most vulnerable? I tell people this all the time. It's with black women. I have a lot of love and respect for them. So when they turn, oh yeah, that hurts, And I'm being honest. I'm not giving them any information he don't already know. Okay? He's good at what he does, but he's stupid at the same time. Okay? He knows how to manipulate people, but his ego is so out of control that he's got some kind of messiah complex, thinking he's going to win no matter what, which he's not. Don't send pictures or videos to nobody, please. Yes, please don't. Okay. But be careful of narcissists. They know how to manipulate people. He knows how to get the women in his space to go to work for him. He knows how to do this, and it's scary as hell. And the thing of it is last live I saw, those women were under control. Ain't nobody disagreed with them the last show. You notice that? When they did, he cursed them out. One of the women that followed him from the beginning, that just showed love and respect for him the whole way, he cursed her out. She better get on board and do what he says. That's how narcissists work. And notice he don't come on the panel and just him speaking. Notice how there's a bunch of them there talking for him, agreeing. Okay? I'm telling you, be careful. These narcissists, they know what they're doing. They're good at it. And they've been doing it a long time. And any white guy that comes up attacking divestment, you're going to be cut off. I'm not going to put up with that mess. I don't give a damn what problems you have with somebody. We're not going to attack divestment. That is stupid. We're not going to attack BWE channels either. That is the dumbest shit. Look, excuse my language, but I mean, we're cutting our own throats here.
Yeah, and I want to say that, we're trying to change our culture. We're trying to change things. There's things that are not right in our community right now, and we're trying to change that. And we want people to know that. So something is going on, because I'm going by what a lot of the women tell me, might not appear of what's going on, because some of the girls here are in situations. So I just want to put that out there.
Yeah. And, I get a lot of information too, and I can't talk about it because I don't know what's true and what's not. A lot of craziness. Okay. But I do know something's not right. And I know a narcissist when I see it. And I know how people act when being under a narcissist. I know when somebody's got control of somebody. and it's scary. It don't look right, you know. And that's what narcissists do. That's what cult leaders do. Okay? They hype you up. They gas you up. They get you motivated. They have charisma. Okay? And then once they get you in, they start conditioning you. Then they put you to work. And you could look at like Nature Boy, okay? He's got those women so controlled it's not even funny. All right? They won't even walk away. They're too afraid. Don't get caught up into that stuff. Okay? I'm not saying that's going on, but things don't look good. You know. And look, if you go on a channel, you should go to a channel you enjoy listening to. It should not be something you feel you have to do something on that channel. This is not your workspace. You come on my platform, you can come up and talk, you can be in the chat. And I love having you here, and it's great, but you don't work for me. I do this for you. Okay? And look, if I start putting people to work, I need to be fired of this job. I'm just saying, because that's not what it's meant to do. It's here for a platform for you, for me, and to come together to talk about issues, have a good time doing it, and move on. Okay? There's going to be some times we're not so happy because of what's going on, but you should feel like you're safe here, that there's nothing held over your head. Okay? I will never put nothing over nobody.
Me either.
Yeah.
People tell me, and what people, yes.
Yeah. And the thing of it is you know what? And you know, you share something with me, I'm not going to let it out. But what I would say too is don't share too much. Okay? Now, if something happened, you want to share that, you want some compassion, I'll give you that. I'll sit down, you know, and I'll sympathize with you. I'll talk to you. I'll be a listening ear. I'll pray for you. Okay? I'll do that. But you know, but some things you shouldn't share, you know, just for your safety. Because you don't know when people use that against you. Okay. And that's what narcissists do. They're good at taking what they learn about you and using it. They use my weight against me. You know why? Because I share it with you. I tell you I'm working on losing weight. So they turn on that. I tell you guys that I have love and respect for Black women. They use that against me too.
They use a lot of stuff against us, unfortunately.
Yes. And does that hurt? Of course. I'm not going to lie to you and say Black women, you know, give me the finger that I used to have a good relationship with and we had a good thing going does not hurt me. If I tell you that, I'm lying. It does bother me. I'm human, you know, but they will use that. It's a lot of time a power trip. All he did was fetishize Black women. He doesn't actually love Black women. Yeah. Big Tatsu. Hey, I haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? Yeah, I seen that from the beginning. And look, some of the stuff he was saying, and it's all lust. And look, we're attracted to Black women, yes, but you got to have love for them. You got to have some compassion. Come on. You know, and what's crazy, hey, Pro, you're going to laugh at this, okay? I don't mean to get off subject here, but
No problem. We always need a good joke.
well, I was on the last live I did with him. I think it was the last one. There was like a guy that came on, some Black dude, and he was like trolling and going after the women in the panel, and the women were getting upset. And I was coming home from work and I was listening. So I jumped on and I just went in on this dude, right? Telling him off and stuff and get out of here. And, I was going in to try to take the focus so he wouldn't go in on the women, because I think, Vince was, kind of blindsided at that time. So I saw that. And so I went in on him and I just wouldn't, I kept going in. And I think I irritated him because he was trying to have a conversation back and forth. But I just wanted to get him out of there because I didn't want to see the women upset. And so, and it was funny because, Vince, he turned it, we were on the live and he says, "Oh no, damn it, not again." And he asked me, he says, "Hey, do black men ever send naked photos of themselves to you?" And I'm like, "What?" And I said, "No." But he actually asked me that. He says, "Oh, that's weird. Like, is that what they do?" It was kind of jacked up, but it was. And look, I don't think he was in the trainees, or I don't think he was gay or nothing like that. It was just an off the wall question, and it blew my mind. He even asked that. I mean, how do you ask another man that? That just don't. I've never had men send me photos of themselves. That just, why would they do that? I don't know. It was just, anyway. But the thing of it is look, you can tell that dude lusts after women. Look at every photo he shows. They either got their butt hanging out, their boobs hanging out. And that's the thing. I was like, what the hell? And then when he did that live with his wife, I guess, with her chest and a post-it note on her boob, and I was just like, I know we got different morals, right? But that's just so disrespectful. It's like, I just, I was like, I can't deal with this. This is dumb. Um, and like I said, I tried to bow out gracefully. I tried not to create waves because I didn't want to split in my channel and his. I thought maybe if, this will be a learning thing for him and me, and maybe we could have our own channels and not mess with each other. But as time went on, I was like, oh my God, he's worse than I thought. He's actually, yeah, pimp vibes, right? Yeah, it was like he's pimping these ladies out, like, showing pictures of them. And then it was like,
Remember what I told you, Brent? The patterns.
yeah, yeah. And I will say that. And you warned me. You really did, Pro. And at first I didn't listen.
Yeah,
But
because they're hanging out with black men. That's why.
okay. Well, he did say he came from a black community. Uh, Vince wants to leave his
They've been
wife.
around them. Yeah.
I've heard that story. I've heard his pickup line is, "Oh, I'm in an abusive relationship," and get people to feel sorry for you. I heard a lot of women tell me that. And I'm just like, I guess if you get them to feel bad, you're married, it kind of lures them in, but it's an abusive situation. So get sympathy for the women and maybe get a hookup too. I think it was just like, I don't know. But people have told me that. But like I said, I don't know. I wasn't there when he allegedly said this, but I hear people telling me the same stories over and over. And you know what? I'm starting to believe this stuff is true. Okay. Uh, yeah. Was trying to find a new woman on his channel. Oh, okay. I think he was trying to find a lot of new women on his channel. And I think that's where the photos came in. Allegedly you had to show a photo to get on Discord in the beginning. He wanted you to look good. Okay. Ladies, you had to have the big butt and the thing. Uh I was Miss Elite has been roasting. Yeah, she's been roasting the crap out of him. Oh my God. I really don't even have to do this roasting tonight. Like, oh my God. She went in on him like no tomorrow. Um, yeah. I think that wife story has holes in it. All cheating men. Yeah. And look, if first of all, if someone's having trouble in their marriage like that, wouldn't they seek out help? Or if they don't love each other, they just end it. I'm just saying. Um, unless you're just married and want to be married and cheat at the same time, or maybe it's an open relationship. Um, I don't know. I don't know the story on that. But ladies, don't mess with the married man. You're only going to get problems because if they leave their wife, they'll leave you too. Just a matter of time. Um, usually you hook up with the cheater, they'll cheat on you too. Um, but people seem to believe that they won't do that to them that they did with their spouse before you. Um, yeah. Vincent is very, very abusive and so cruel. Yeah, because he's got to be right. He's never wrong. Um, and that's the danger in it. Um, and I don't know how they can have a cohesive space over there if they disagree and he flies off the handle. Um, you know, and that's what narcissists do. It's got to be about them. You got to understand, narcissists, it's them and them. They're never wrong. Okay. Anything that happens to them, it's everybody else's fault. His channel losing numbers with the exposure is everybody's fault, but not his. If you're doing the right thing, nobody can expose you. Okay. They can lie on you, but they'll never have proof. You know what I mean? Uh, she's a newscaster, Miss Elite. Oh my God. I think Vincent cursed these women out like they were stray dogs. And that's the thing. Why would you do that to your supporters? Look, these women, and what's crazy is these women have shown him love. These women they kicked my butt to the curb for him. And people ask me, they're like, wow, they left your channel for him? Yeah, they did. A lot of them did. They gave me the finger on the way out. And yeah, I couldn't believe it myself. I knew I'd lose some, but I think I lost 28 altogether, which ain't really bad because I gained it back. So I never really lost. But I did lose people I cared about, and that hurt. Another reason I left, he likes to hear himself talk and always interrupting people when they talk. It got old fast. I was pissed when he snapped that city auntie. She didn't deserve that. Yeah, you know what? You're right. And look, Cynthia Auntie, she left my channel for his, and she was supportive of him. And she was, and when he was going off on her, she was so polite. She didn't raise her voice. She was very respectful. And she was trying to get her point across, but he wouldn't let her. And every time he would just keep raising his voice, going in, going in, going in. And yeah, I didn't like that either. That pissed me off. And look, I wasn't part of the team over there. I didn't like seeing that. That's wrong. Okay? We can disagree on different platforms, but you don't do that to your supporters. That is totally wrong. I didn't like that. And that's why he's been losing some people because having to be always right, people don't want to be around that. And I don't think he has the have it in him to apologize when he is wrong. I mean, I've never heard him apologize. Maybe he does at his Discord. I don't know. Because he's antisocial. You know what I think? You know what I think his problem is? I think, and look, I've done some observation too. Um, because I have watched his stuff to see where he's going with things, but I have an observation too. Um, he talks about things, and I kind of pick up on the insecurities. He talks about like locker room talk, how the cool kids in high school, and he would hang around the nerdy ones and then the popular ones, and he was just that great guy, but he was a popular dude, and and I think he was one of those that was picked on. I think I think growing up, he had a rough time. I don't think he was the popular cool dude out there, right? Because grown men, we don't really talk like that anymore. That's back in high school. But he made a video like that. I'm like, oh, okay. Now I know where you're going. You have some insecurities. Okay. Because a lot of times when people have insecurities, they let it out. But like with his ego, because of what he's getting on YouTube, I think he's getting something he's never had. He has a popularity he's never had in life, and he don't know what to do with it. And I'll be honest, look, this many people do not listen to me in real life. Okay, I'm just saying, I'm an everyday white dude. I'm me. Okay, I'm a good guy. I got a big heart. I love my family. I love my friends and people I associate, people I work with. But YouTube, it's a whole different thing. And you can get caught up into it. You feel good. People tell you, hey, you're awesome. And you get that in, and that's great. Just don't let it go to your head. Because there's a thing called YouTube and there's a thing called real life. Okay? I'm just saying. And I think that's what he has a problem with. And listening to, some in our space, you listen to some swirling channels, some divestment channels, and even some BWE. You'll hear black women say they love white men, or they, that's their preference. And it feels good to hear them say that. But that don't mean they feel that way about you. And because, divestment channels talk about being with white men and, moving on, divesting, that don't mean they worship us, guys. And I think that's where he got sidetracked, because he was thinking, okay, I'm a white man, so they're going to just be happy I'm here. And that didn't freaking happen. They don't give a damn about that. They got their own life outside of YouTube. Okay? Their YouTube is their channel. That's their platform. Okay? And we need to respect everybody's platform because it's theirs. And like I said, I don't go to divestment channels. I support divestment channels. I do. There's divestment channels I love. There's a couple BWEs I do too. And I'll support them, because I love their content, but I don't go hanging out there. Usually because a lot of them are women's spaces, and, just out of respect, and if they invite you over, go over there. Okay. And that's the thing. Yeah. What's that? Vincent almost turned me off from white men because of his bullying ways. Yeah. And what he's done is he's made white men look bad. Okay, that's a bad look for us. This is an L we have to take as white men. I'm serious. That don't reflect me because I don't conduct myself that way. But when people look at that, they say, okay, this is what white men do. They bully, they fetishize, they're lustful. They curse out black women that support them. They fly off the handle. Um, I don't like seeing that. And this dude is worse than a Dusty Tyrone. He really is. Because, usually the Dusty Black dude, right? He usually manipulates women for sexual reasons, or because he wants a relationship that's going to benefit him, right? And that's not good. But you get Dusty Dickens over here. He studies it. He's getting more out of black women. He's doing more damage, so to say. Okay? And that's dangerous because look, this dude didn't just stumble on YouTube and say, "Oh, hey, I like this." No, he's been studying. He knows those divestment channels. He knows what they're saying. He's been watching me before he came in. He knows what I'm saying. He knows what pro's saying. Okay? He's thinking, because, okay, I'm a white man. I could walk in here and just take it. And that didn't work. Now, if he had some compassion and some empathy and was a team player, that dude would probably be on top right now. But he don't know how to utilize his strengths. He don't know how to humble himself. He don't know how to love and respect black women. And he puts himself above everybody. When you do those things, you're going to fail every time. And when you're dealing with black women, look, I'm not an expert on black women, but from what I've learned, being married to a black woman 29 years, dating black women since 1985 till 93 when I met my wife, okay? I found that with black women, if you don't have no love and respect or a little bit of empathy, you're not going very far. She might be in deep love with you, but that ain't going to last. But I don't think he gets it. And maybe that's why his marriage is whatever. Okay? I'm not going to say it's good or bad because I don't know. I don't even know if the dude's married. Okay, we're assuming. But look, this guy, and he knows he can't compete, when it comes down to it, he's not going to compete with me because, number one, I mean, he might outdo me in the beginning, and he did. But one thing he can't do that I can do is I can show you who I am. You see my wife. You see real people. Everybody knows I have a black wife. That ain't no secret. Okay? You guys see it in real time. And I share that with you for a reason. Because me and my wife, we're middle-aged people, right? And we've been married many, many years. So I show the young people, you can find love in marriage interracially. And the stats are amazing. And I want to push a positive. That's why I talk positive. People think, some people get mad at me because, oh man, you're too positive. It can't be that great. It can't be that good. And well, why can't it be? Why does it have to be horrible? Why do you have to be in a toxic struggle relationship? You know why? Because you're with the toxic person. You get with the right person, you're going to have a good marriage. Okay? It's not going to be perfect because we're not perfect. Me and my wife had our ups and downs through life because we're just people. But what we do have is we love each other more than our problems. That's where you got to be. But yeah, he did use our platform for clout. Um, and you know, and me and Pro, um, we were trying to, she wanted to bring men into our platform, and I did too, because the ladies were saying, you know what, we need more white men in here. We need, and I get it. I'd love to see that too. And we had some shows with, you remember the shows we did, Pro, with Vince and Fiberton and me and you. Um, those were good shows we had. We had fun.
Those were really good shows.
It,
Thank
it
you for
was.
the correction. Thank you for the correction as men as well, even though
Yeah.
it didn't work.
Yeah. And look, some people are um upset with Pro because she brought him in, but really, this thing is my fault because I brought him in. She didn't say, here you go. But we thought he would be a good asset. We thought he would be a good part of our team. And but we learned that it was about him, and the red flags started coming up, and we had to distance ourselves. And Pro was warning me. She says, "You look, man, you need to distance yourself." And I'm like, and I saw the red flags too. I was like, well, maybe we can work it out. Maybe it's not that bad. And then going in on divestment, I couldn't have that. And then the over sexualization, and I'm just like, man, he's doing everything that I stand against. So that's why there was, why we broke contact. Okay. There were things happening, and I didn't tell everybody everything that happened because I just wanted to break contact and move on. And I didn't want to, have a split within, which we had one anyway. But I think at the time, if I spoke louder about it, it would have been worse. Um, so I let it go. I took the L. And you know what? I felt, I deserved that because I let him in. I hyped him up. I boosted him up. I told everybody how great he was, and then it's like, oh my God, he's not that. So I mean, it sucks it happened that way, but what do you do? Hindsight's 2020, right? If I could go back in a time machine, it would have never taken place. But it did. And I apologize to all of you guys for that happening. I do. And I feel bad. Look. But you know what? We learned a lesson. And you know what? I've said this, and me and Pro talked about it. We're just not going to just let people in like that. There's going to be safeguards because I don't want the same thing to happen. If somebody comes on my show, they're just a guest on the show. I'm not going to tell people, hey, go follow him or her. No. We'll just have a discussion. Okay, thanks for coming. See ya. And that's it.
And let me say something, and I'm not trying to help every Black woman as well.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. But, I mean, we learn. It's a learning experience. And I think a lot of YouTube content creators pretty much fly solo because of stuff like this. Um, you know, um, because they run into people that they have a beef with, or they just don't see eye to eye. Um, I can go on Pro's show. She could come on mine, and we have respect for each other. We're not trying to take over each other's platform. Um, you know, we can work like that, and it's great. It's no problem. Some people you can't. You bring them in, and they want to take over everything. Some, you know what I mean? Or they have a different opinion. They want to go their way instead of your way. Um, and that's what I want to avoid. You know, but look, I mean, Vince or Mike, he's only as powerful as the women that back him up. Okay, what as long as they're there, he's there. You know what I mean? Um, that's like any platform. If you guys all left my channel and unsubscribed, and I would no longer exist in the YouTube world, right? And that's him too. He's as powerful as his supporters. Um, and I don't think he gets it. Like, you can't just dominate people and expect them to always be there for you. Sooner or later, people, get tired of the abuse. They get tired of the yelling. They get tired of always having to agree with you. I think what makes us stronger is disagreement. I think what brings us closer together is that disagreement. Me and Pro don't agree on everything. There's stuff we don't agree on, but we don't hold it against each other. We're different people. And look at the amount of people in the chat tonight. Yeah. Yeah, and I appreciate everybody in here. But this is a roasting, okay? But this is more of taking care of our community, taking care, of our neighborhood, so to say. We have, somebody that we need to recall, so to say. Someone we need to distance ourselves because of the toxicity. And I'll be honest, I hope he don't come back, but I'm pretty sure he's going to come back. I'm pretty sure he's hanging around. I don't think he's just going to go quietly. I don't think he's going to say, you know what, I messed up. Maybe I'll just let it go and go somewhere else. No, he's hanging around. He's waiting for that time. Okay. And look, narcissists are very vindictive too. They're going to want revenge. So be careful out there. Okay. His last live, he says he has a list. And, well, I'm on that list. Okay. But that's how narcissists are. They want to get back at you because it's your fault. Everything that happened to them is somebody's fault. Everybody that rejected him and didn't do what he wanted, he's going to come after. Okay? I mean, that's how narcissists are. It's narcissists have trouble at looking within and saying, you know what? Yeah, they rejected me, but it's because I was acting this way. He's not going to come to that conclusion. So we need to be careful. But anyway, I'm not going to be, if this goes away, I'm going to leave this alone. I've made videos explaining my disagreement and why I've cut ties, and I made it obvious. So if anybody has any doubt, okay, we're not working together and have not for months, okay? And I would say just be careful, ladies, okay? Any man that, hates men that are gentlemen that's a red flag. Now all of a sudden wants to do the 50-50 thing, red flag. People afraid to say anything that's oppose what he's saying, that's a red flag. All the pictures of black women all sexual, all that's a red flag. Okay. You know, but anyway, I don't know how he got away with what he did for so long. You guys, there was a content creator a while back, and this guy would talk about interracial relationships, right? And I'm not going to throw his name out there, but he's a nice guy. I met the guy, I even did shows with him. He's a big YouTuber. But he talked about relationships with black women, white men, and he was big, you know. And like I said, I did some shows with him. We had a great time. He even did an interview of me and Sandy. Um, but what happened is some of the people on his platform, they wanted him to talk about intimacy between black women, white men, right? He did that. He honored their request and did it for them. He's doing what his fans want. He got so much flack for that. They were saying, oh, you're just sexualizing black women, you're fetishizing them. And people even were checking me like, how can you be over there when do you agree with that? I'm like, well, no, but it was like, because he was doing that, people were so upset. Now, he never showed no naked pictures or nothing like that. He just talked about certain intimate situations. Okay. And I would never do no videos like that, but I kind of felt bad because that's what his fans wanted. And when they went for him, he stopped. But yet this Vince guy he can show whatever he wants. He can even tell you he's going to fetishize you and nobody cares. Oh, that's fine. It's like, really? And some of the women on his platform would be on my channel back in the day complaining about being over sexualized, fetishized. I'm like, what? Just like it's not okay, but with him it's okay. What happened with Vincent? We cut ties long ago. I just some people might not know, but I no longer deal with it. I haven't for a long time. Um so but what happened, well, he's been exposed. I'll just say that. Okay, I'm not going to go into detail because I wasn't there, so I don't want to just say stuff. Okay, but it's not good. Some of the women feel embarrassed that they left your platform. Will you welcome them back if they want to return? Some are, yeah, I will. Look, well, they could come back. I forgive them. Some people have said, you know what, the way they treated you, you shouldn't even let them back. Don't even let them back. I'm a forgiving guy. I look.
I'm not.
Well, yeah, but I'm a man of faith. I gotta forgive. Look, and Pro wouldn't. She wouldn't, and that's her right. I will. They could come back. I look. I'll for. I don't even remember who said what. I just just flush that out of my mind, and I'm moving on. You know, look, I forgive. It's words. What did they really do to me? They hurt my feelings. Okay. Oh well, that's life. You get your feelings hurt sometimes. I'm over it. But yeah, I would let them back. Sure. I look. I'm not vindictive like that. Um. Now for Dusty Dickens, no, he's not coming back. Will I forgive him? Yes, but he'll never be welcome on the platform. Um. Yeah. They attacked the other black women too. Yeah. And you know what? I've heard it's like there's some women that are close to him that are checking the women in the platform with him. Uh Looks kind of weird like that. Okay, I think Pro left. Okay. All right. Pro, are you coming back? All right. Let me remove some of this stuff. And I'm not going to be too long. Um all right. Okay. Well, let me put the link. I'll put the link. You guys can come up if you want. Um Oh, you're coming back? Okay. Okay. You probably just fell off. Sometimes YouTube does that. Um I will let you guys come up. Um if it's a troll and you're going to say something dumb, I'm just going to just kick you off. Um but you know, but the link's there. I'm not going to be too long. Um don't let them back because they're not trustworthy. Well, I you know what? I can let people back, but not have open trust. But I'm not going to hold a grudge. This is YouTube. Look, just because they said, something hateful and left, and that's all they did. Yeah, I'm okay with it. I can move on from that. Um, be in 5 minutes. Oh, okay, no problem. But yeah, but I learned that he doesn't speak for the collective of white men. No, he doesn't. Um, you know, and he don't speak for me. You know, we're two different people. Um, but yeah. What was your MOS? Are you asking me? In the Army? My MOS was construction equipment repairer. Okay. Heavy equipment mechanic, construction equipment. That's what I did. It was a 62 Bravo, which now is a 91 Lima, but that was my MOS. Yeah.
Yes,
Hey,
Brent, I'm so
bro.
sorry about that. I'm back.
Oh,
Had to
no,
use
no
the
worries.
restroom.
Yeah. People make mistakes, but they should want to make amends and apologize for taking the wrong side. That's how you know that someone is truly sorry and appreciates being let back in. Yeah, they should. You're absolutely right. I'm not going to put that requirement. I'm just going forgive and forget. I know the hype was there and it might not have looked good. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Uh, yeah, he won't ever apologize. Too prideful. Yes, he's never
Yes, that's
wrong, so he
gone.
can't.
Yeah, that's gone.
Yeah, but anyway, um, but that's what happened, guys. And look, we learned from our mistakes, right? Ladies, don't put yourself out there, please don't show no men no photos. Okay, I know you get caught up in the hype and say, oh, look how good I look in the bathing suit. Another woman shows herself, and then Before you know it, you're topless and you're thinking, oh, we're just beautiful. You're just thinking you're beautiful women and it's innocent. But that's what gets you in trouble. Okay. There have been married couples that have taken pictures of themselves and that stuff gets leaked out. So, I mean, uh, don't do that. Protect yourself. Okay. Your body is your body, it's sacred, it belongs to you. And, you want to share that with your husband later on. That's awesome. But nobody else needs to see that. I'm just saying. Don't put yourself out there. Okay. Now you can do what you want, but I'm just saying anytime people have done photos or videos, that stuff don't usually turn out too well. Okay. And people get exposed, people get blackmailed, it's not good. Imagine a married man asking for other women's photos. Like asking, he has no shame. Yeah, that's a good point. If you're married, why would you want pictures of other women? Um, why would you ask for that? Hey, look, when I've been since I've been doing YouTube, there have been some times where there have been women that have emailed me and showed me a picture. Um, and they've asked me, do you think white men would find me attractive, right? I've had that happen. Now they were classy pictures. They weren't showing nothing. But I always replied and said, yeah, you look beautiful, but don't send out pictures. Um, you know what I mean? And it was an innocent thing, but I just don't look at pictures of other women. I look at my wife. You know what I mean? And something innocent like that could turn bad, right? If you give it to see, because when it was sent to me, I just said, hey, yeah, it's a beautiful picture, but don't send out pictures of yourself just for safety reasons. Okay. And then I would delete it. But some men don't. They'll keep those pictures and they'll fantasize about you, or they might, yeah. So don't do that. But it would. I guess that wouldn't be horrible. You're wearing a nice dress and it's not showing off your body parts. But I just tell women, just don't give men your pictures. Okay. If he's not, if you're not in a relationship with him and he's not your husband, don't do that. Yeah. But some people showing nude pictures, yeah, that's putting yourself out there. And you better hope he's going to keep that to himself. Or, but a lot of times it don't happen that way. Yep. My eyes are only for Sandy. Yes. That's why I don't want pictures, because it's just weird. Um, my wants and desires belong to my wife. When I think of intimacy, it's me and my wife. Okay. Um, and when you're married, it's supposed to be that way. You forsake all, you forsake everybody, right? That's how I take my marriage vows. Okay. My wants and desires belong to my wife. Okay. And hers belong to me. That's what marriage is. You forsake all. Okay. And maybe that's just old school thinking, because these days people are married and doing, yeah, have side chicks and stuff. No, that's not the way it's supposed to be. And look, I can't rock with that. I can't. And look, I couldn't think if we were still doing shows together, how would that make me look? and then get exposed and say, well, what's going on with porn over there? I don't watch that stuff. Oh, but you were on his Discord. See where it's going? And a lot of people are being embarrassed. They weren't in it. Look, I would say most of his channel isn't watching that stuff. I don't think they are. I think it's just a certain number of them that are doing that. Okay. But just being associated with that, people are going to assume that you're participating in that. Okay. You know what I'm saying? And I can't be a part of that, because if I am, and then I do a prayer meeting, how would that make me look? My credibility would be gone. Okay. So I got to be very careful, who I work with, right? Now, someone could come on my show and they do their own thing. That's one thing. But if we're back and forth and I'm helping build that channel, that's when it can turn bad. Or if I'm a member of somebody's Discord or Patreon where they're doing not doing good things. It's one thing to have a subscriber doing it, but a content creator, it wouldn't be a good look for me. And it wouldn't be right, because I would be condoning it. We both have different viewpoints. Can you all just disagree and leave each other alone? I tried to do that, but he's constantly going in on me, trying to get people to unsubscribe, trying to say how horrible I am. But but look, he can do what he wants. I'll do what I want, but I'm not going to be caught up with the over sexualization of black women. I'm not going to put that on my channel. I'm not going to have any pornography on this platform. I don't watch that stuff. I don't agree with that. Okay. So, but anyway.
And if you do, so what? We're all adults here. So let's stop the kid games.
Yeah. But I'm just telling you where I'm at. Okay. And look, don't feel sorry for him, because he kicked me to the curb and done some damage over here. So I'm just now speaking out. I've turned the other cheek for so long. And I have to bring this out, because I got to let people know I'm not part of that, because that could damage my platform. I mean, so anyway. But don't trust nobody. But anyway, and I know some people have feelings for him and think he's a great guy. And that's up to you. It's just funny that some people can get away with so much stuff where others cannot. I tell you, the first time I show a picture of a woman in a skimpy outfit, they'll be checking me so fast it ain't even funny. They'll probably unsubscribe to me right then and there.
And being accountable will make us stronger and better.
Yeah. But the reason I'm doing this, guys, is to let you know where I'm at. Okay. I hope and pray that none of this crazy stuff I'm hearing is going on. I hope it's just rumors. I really do. Okay. I can't say whether or whether not. Right. But what I will not do is I'm not going to over sexualize black women. I'm not going to condone that. I'm not going to attack divestment channels or BWE. I'm not going to do that. Okay. I don't care if they, say something bad about me. All well. It's their right to do that. I'm not going to do that. I didn't come on YouTube to attack black women anyway. That just seems unnatural for me to even do that. Now, some of these pro black women that do say crazy things, I might do a reaction video, but that's it. But I'm not going to attack people that are supposed to be my ally. That's just dumb in itself. Yeah. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna have to close this out. Um, you know, you know where I stand. Um, you know, and look, I'm not going to tell you where to go, who to subscribe to. That's not my business. Um, I just say wherever you go, be careful. Okay. But I think he's toxic, and you know, he manipulates people, and I can't be a part of that. But
Yeah,
you
me
can do.
either, Brent. Because we're trying to get out of that right now. And when people come to us and try to, especially when you've been away for such a long time, it really hurts. It does.
Yeah. 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 It does.
Because
And
you're trying to give them a chance, and then it's like you get proven right every single time, and then you're supposed to change. You can't change until something change. We're trying to change ourselves out of a toxic culture.
yeah. And but yeah, we need to vet each other, guys. And look, um, this is a learning thing. Um, with all that's happened, like I said, I'm not going to work with nobody. I'll have people on my panel, but they'll just be guests. And me and Pro talked about this. We're not going to do it like we did in the past because we both got burned. And then there's rumors out there that me and Pro are doing some crazy, creepy stuff. That's not right. Um, you know, but people love the drama. They might like the beefs, but they like the drama. So, you know, and you know, but the only thing I wanted to do on YouTube is come out, have a channel where we could come together, where we could show love and respect for each other, and we could help each other out with advice. Now, I'll give you advice. That don't mean it's going to work. Okay, that's just the advice. What works for me might not work for you. You know, but yeah. But anyway, I'm going to have to cut this short, guys.
No problem, Brent. Thank you so much for this.
Yeah, and thank you guys for coming on. Thanks, Pro, for coming on. Um, I just want you guys to know what happened in my side of the story. Um, it's weird. It seems like when it happened, I got checked, and then when I tell my side, I get checked again. It's like, okay, but it is what it is. Um, like I said, I'm not going to keep anybody out of the platform. I forgive. Um, and I'm gonna let it go at that. Um, tomorrow, guys, I'm doing a movie watch party. Okay, at 2 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to watch The Bodyguard. Okay, in order to watch it, you have to have a Prime Video account, Amazon Prime Video. And if you do and you want to watch it with me, I'll send you the link. Um, I think I got 3 people so far. This is the first time. It will grow. I'm going to do a movie every Sunday. What I want to do is Sundays, I want to have a prayer meeting and do movie night. Okay, because I'm off Sundays. And if you guys are interested in that and you have a Prime account, I could send you the link and we can do a watch party, you know, and I think that'll be fun. I think that'll be a way to break things up and, you know, move forward and have fun together. I think that's what it's all about. Um, you know, uh, but anyway, I think Pro dropped off. Pro, are you done? I don't know if she got dropped off or, you know, but anyway, I'll put the link up there again if she wants to come back. And I'll give you guys a minute. If you do want to come up, you can. If not, that's fine too. Um, let your haters be your motivators. Oh, okay. Technical issues. Okay. All right. I'm going to go ahead and close this here soon. Um, yeah. But thank you guys. And look, be safe out there. Vet, 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 vet. Okay. All right. But anyway, I know some people are going to hate what I'm saying tonight. I know people are going to be mad at me for roasting him and adding him to the beta dumpling gang. But oh well. I only do this to people that do me wrong or do people I love wrong. Okay. But anyway, I love you guys. And look, I lost some people too because they saw some stuff he was doing when I was working with him. But you guys, um, you know, I have to put it out there. I have to put the truth. And you know what? I have to tell you where I stand. Okay. I know some people want me just to go silent, not say anything, but you know, I got to tell you where I stand. I can't say what he's doing is good. Some people think that we're still doing shows. Unbelievable. I don't know how anybody believes that now. All of divestment knows what's going on. They know the truth. Um, but some people, um, you know, I can't excuse bad behavior. I can't act like it's okay, and I won't. Okay. You know, but I'm not trying to, you know, go in on anybody. I'm not going to hold nothing against nobody. Some people think I shouldn't let people back in, but I am. Uh, you know, but some of them ain't going to come back because you know they don't want to, or they might be embarrassed. I don't know, but I'm not going to hold nothing against nobody. All along, it was the content creator, not the people. Um, you know, and like I said, when I'm being attacked constantly, I mean, I can only turn my cheek so much many times. I can't do it my whole life, right? But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close this. Guys, take care of yourself. Um, I'll see you at the watch party tomorrow. It starts at 2 p.m. Eastern time. Those that have sent me emails that want to participate, I got your email. I will send you the link at 1:55, 5 minutes prior to us starting the watch party. Um, and we'll see how that goes. And if you guys like it, like I said, I'll do I belong to uh, Amazon Prime Video. We can watch all kinds of movies. Uh, what are we watching? The Bodyguard, starring Whitney Houston and Kevin Costner. Okay, that's the movie we're watching tomorrow. Um, and you let me know what, and then we're going to do a movie review at 7 p.m. tomorrow on The Bodyguard. So if you don't get a chance to do the watch party, that's fine. Just you could come do the movie review at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'd ask you to be a part of the movie review. I would love to have people come up and talk about the movie. Um, instead of just me telling you my uh input on it. I will do that if nobody comes on, but it's always funner to have somebody come in and talk about it. It's always fun to have other people's reaction to the movie and stuff. And we did a movie review on Bodyguard a while back, but we're going to do it again. Um, but you guys want at 7 p.m. Eastern, we're going to do the movie review. 2 p.m. we'll do the watch party. Okay. And in order to do the watch party, though, you got to be a Prime Video member because, I can't show you a movie. They won't let me show you the movie, even though I paid for it, because they don't want me to, buy or rent a movie and show it to 100 people. And then they kind of lose money that way. So you have to be a Prime member. And I think I spent $11 and you get to watch all the movies on Prime Video. So, I mean, if you're into doing that, and some of you already have an account, so that makes it real easy. So, um, I want to start doing that. I want to have movie nights. Okay, Discord is a nightmare doing the movie thing. So this is the easiest way. Um, and two, I mean, nobody can infiltrate it. If they get the link, okay, they can watch a movie with us. Oh well, it's not like. But if you're interested, email me. I'll send you the link. But you have to have an account or it won't work. I'm just saying that's the rules with it. But I can have up to 100 people on this watch party, and we can type back and forth messages. They have a chat you can do back and forth while we watch it. So it'll be fun. I'm looking forward to it. So if you're interested, I got 3 people that emailed me. So let me know. And each week, I think I'll put movies out there and we'll take a vote for watch parties. And then we'll do a movie review on that movie that we watch. It won't always be on Sunday. It is this week. Um, so, but people have been asking me to do movie reviews like we used to. So I'm going to go back to doing that. I think that'll be fun. It'll break up the monotony. Um, these roasting shows, they come as needed. You might not see another roasting show for 5 months, or you might see it next week. But the people I roast deserve to be roasted. I do not just roast somebody for the heck of it. Okay. Um, they either attacking black women, myself, or my family. Okay. That's what earns them the roasting. Okay. I don't just roast people because they don't agree with me. Okay. I don't do that. Uh, it's usually they done something beyond that. Okay. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and close this down, guys. Ladies, be careful. Don't give people your pictures. Okay, don't do it. All right. And I would say to my brother from another mother over there, Dusty Dickens, if you're doing these things, please stop. Okay. Don't get revenge on these women, please. Okay. These ladies don't deserve that. They don't. Okay. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Love you guys. And I'll see you on the next live. Okay. God bless you and your family. Swirl to investment. See you soon.